with the 6.3 update for Fortnite Save the World, we have a new front end, we have a new gadget tool system, we have so many changes. And to celebrate that, I wanted to start this video by looking a little bit back at what we had almost vanilla style UI wise. So hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. I'm gonna be starting a little bit from an end here, checking out the news page, making one of those for reference kind of videos, just checking out how everything is UI wise before I dig into all of the new goodies that we have gotten. Some of it coming here a little bit high speed style, such as the maps that jitter a little bit when you log into the individual maps, and just checking out how they are looking, because at some point they're probably gonna be looking completely different. The one that really stands out here is Canny Valley, that is extremely long and a little bit hard to navigate in, but each of the first three maps, Stonewood, Plankerton and Canny Valley, have this launch the rocket that allow you to progress to the next part of the game, the next map. And of course we don't have that in Twine Peaks, and right now we have a very small Hexylvania map as well. But moving away from that, we have the heroes here. Oh yes, we do. The main hero selection and the defender selection. We have three defenders that we can slot in and use for missions, and we can browse for our primary hero and a support and tactical squad bonus hero. Pretty basic stuff over here, where you can just like go through the entire mess. We have an option to see all stats here, where we can see all of the modifiers from our survivors, from our research and skill points, and our selected heroes, to see how much damage we're dealing, how we perform, how everything is going to be working out for us level wise. So that's a pretty nice thing. And like I said before, we can select up to 3 defenders based on what we have and don't have slotted for the Storm Shield defender squads that we see here as well. In terms of expeditions, this has been something that has been really annoying me since day one, where I did expeditions. The menu jumps up all the time, making it really hard to select the expeditions you want to go into. The defender squads for the Storm Shield is something that we have here, unlocked by skill points, and we have survivor squads as well here, the core part of the game in terms of getting more power, getting the right leaders with the right survivors, with matching personalities and all that stuff, like the way to get power, or it was before 6.3. In the armory we have schematics. We can only sort these in a very limited away with ranged weapons, melee weapons, trap, some for collection books. So the UI here is it's pretty horrible, but we do have some sorting options, but nothing related to elements or perks or anything like that. We can toggle some size, set favorites, stuff like that, but nothing like really hardcore. If we go into the heroes, it is pretty much the same story. We have them sorted by power up here, then you can sort them only by class, not by subclass, nothing like that. And you can say the same goes pretty much for the survivors, where we have everything in a mess. You can check out the new stuff. You can select lead survivors or non-lead survivors, so those are the sorting options in there. In defenders we have something similar to what we have with the heroes. We can search based on the class, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The backpack looks like this, with a few sorting options as well: weapons, ammunition, traps, and like crafting materials, ingredients is what it's called here, that you can scroll through. My backpack size here is 220 total, so that is pretty nice. If we go into the storage, we have again the same sorting options as with the backpack, and we see the backpack to the left. So when we sort something here, we can see the same both places, and I have 60 slots in my storage. Resources, different types of goodies that we have: evolution materials, perk stuff, daily coins, gold, all that kind of stuff. And transforms, again, one big messy page with permanent and consumable transformation keys, so that is also a little bit meh. The collection book, I kind of like how it is, even though it's getting more and more messy each time we get a new event, but it is kind of easy to understand, I feel. But not in regards to the rewards. You can't really scroll that well in the rewards. And I'm up here for an epic defender the next time around. So that is like pretty much the basics of what we have in the armory in like vanilla Fortnite Save the World. If we move a little bit deeper into the skills and the research, some of the stuff that really confuse a lot of players and something that has been massively changed in version 6.3. This was what you did whenever you gained a commander level. You would progress in these different skill trees to unlock the option to level up your heroes, level up your weapons, even slot in special survivors in different positions in your survivor squad. So it was a huge time sink related to your commander level, to the skill points you got from Storm Shield defenses and from the collection book. So a massive time sink in the game here. The same goes for the research tree. Using this optimally was really not about filling out one, but about moving forward as fast as you could so that you would get a lot of research points, because this is a time-gated, time sink part of the game. It took forever, and you were kind of left when you have filled it out with nothing to use research points for in the game. We go into the loot tab. We have our llamas here that you can buy for your V-Bucks. Event ones, event page as well with a weekly store and event store, and I haven't really been playing that much in November, so I haven't really raked in the amount of gold that I normally do. We have a store where we can buy V-Bucks, and we have a quests page that after Canny Valley is pretty much just like this, with a huge list of what you have completed and what you have available, especially like the repeat missions for me. So that is like what we have there. We have our home base power. You can see how far you are into the next one, and we have some banners where we can slot in a banner for our account based on what we have completed in the game, what we have earned as founders, special ones from other things. There are also some battle royale ones here. The banner can be given different colors based on what you have as well, so this is pretty like standard stuff in terms of just having the small banner icon for your account that is also used for the banner gadget in the game, which is a nice feature, and I'm lucky enough to have this one that I'm very happy about. So that is pretty much it. We have like an experience points indicator here. I'm capped commander level wise, but you can activate experience boost here as well, and you can see how many like rested daily experience bonus that you have. All pretty standard, and I feel relatively easy to understand. The account boost just says this for me, so nothing like that impressive there. In terms of daily rewards, this here is where I am, and if we look now, bam, next day, and we have the front end improvements to Fortnite Save the World, 455 days of logging in, and many things are the same. The quest page is the same. We have a different background. I dropped some power level, and the maps are the same. Massive disappointment for me, really, but they're not entirely the same because we have a new mission type that is very interesting. Gonna be talking a little bit more about that in a dedicated video, but the map design is the same, and Canny Valley is still this very long, strange map, and Hexylvania very small. But the command center here is completely new at glance, but many of the things are pretty much the same. If we go into heroes, we can manage heroes here. It is the same thing. We don't have any subclass sorting options, so it is like they added a new background and a new like main menu. The hero loadout exactly the same, but we don't have defenders now because you can now summon any of your defenders in the game, and we still have this very nice see all stats kind of page that right now is let's just go with broken, because it doesn't actually reflect anything based on what it did before, so there is a bit of a bug there. Defenders, we can find them here to see what we have, still the same sorting options, so all the like nitty-gritty parts of the game are pretty much the same, but this has now been fixed. This menu no longer scrolls up to the top, so it only took them a little bit more than a year to get this fixed, but it has been fixed now, so that is really nice. The next thing here is survivors. Again, pretty much the same story, just with like a new iconic character to lead the page, but we don't get any new management options, nothing like interesting there. We have an autofill option that in most cases is just gonna like break whatever power level you have. It is not a good option right now. We have another indicator for our max level, for our experience boost, and in the armory, once again, we have a new hero, a new character standing there showcasing some of our favorite things. But the actual sorting options, what we can do with our weapons, with our armor, is exactly the same. The collection book, however, has changed, not in terms of how it looks, but the rewards have been massively changed, and Many of the V-Bucks rewards have been completely removed based on how I understand different posts at Reddit, upsetting quite a few people, so I'm really sorry to everyone that was expecting to get loads of stuff from the collection book in terms of V-Bucks, because it is gone now. The item shop is the same, still have the llamas, everything in the actual game is the same. It is just a front end change, but besides that we had a change to the collection book, and we have here the massive change. We no longer have these very confusing skill trees. You can now unlock and upgrade your gadget directly from here. I didn't really know how far I could push this, so I did it a little nitty-gritty style, but I had the skill points to put in everything that I wanted. And what this means for me is that I now have so much backpack and storm shield storage. I maxed all of my gadgets. They're pretty much what they were before, but my backpack slots and my armory slot, no, my storm shield storage was insane. We now have a new research area as well, where we boost each of these stats individually. We level them up, and when you fill out the meter you get a bonus to that stat. What it meant for me was that I decided I'm gonna cap this pretty soon, because it's again a time gated thing. The max level is 120 and you can reset it if you don't like how you have set things. So I think we're gonna see a lot of glass cannon builds now, because people are gonna really boost up their tech and possibly their offense, or their tech and their resistance, making them allowing them to deal a lot of damage but not survive that well, really. But for me, I'm just gonna even it out completely, because I'm pretty high up anyway. My new power level is 127 after the upgrade, after using my different research points, setting all my upgrades. And if we look a little bit at the all stats from the old and the new, what we can see is that there are some things that, it's a bug in the game right now, but if you look at my ranged combat modifier, those 3000 also in melee are not added, which means that I'm dealing 3000% less damage right now than I was before. This is probably a bug that is going to be fixed, because right now I'm nowhere as strong as what I was before the update. So guys, that was pretty much my look into the changes in the 6.3 upgrade to Fortnite Save the World. We got a new mission that I'm going to be looking a little bit into, and I got so many rewards that I'm going to be looking into as well. It's going to be coming in a new video, because work is crazy. As always guys, thank you very much for watching.